Hello my friends and viewers, welcome back to my channel from Gabriela Stardust. Today I have something special I would like to share here, and I have written an open letter to our president, and I would like to read it here for you, and I hope you guys share it with others, with family members, with friends, because I think it is really very important that we all know actually what's going on. Today is April the 24th, 2020. My open letter to Mr. Trump and the Vice President, Mr. Pence, plus everyone who is involved up there in Washington, and besides you, Mr. President, when you hold your daily coronavirus 19 update. Dear President Trump, I was not one of the people who have voted for you, because I couldn't back in 2015 and 16, because I was not a citizen then from the United States. I never really had any thoughts of the political party in our country here, but I always thought that democracy and everyone's right in this country were always untouchable and have meant everything to every citizen in our country. Sadly, all this has changed with your election for president, Mr. Trump. Not only that you have shown me that you are full of bias and respectless behavior against your own citizen, which you always explain in your own chosen words, and the not really very smart comments you do use if someone is not on your track and not in agreement with you. But the comments have not stopped there, and your behavior has gone from assaulting women or our black community, Hispanic people, and Native Americans over the borders of South America, which you have very badly named like shitholes. Excuse my language here, but these are your words. This is just one example here where I thought to myself, what a mindless, selfish, and rude person this man is, who is now in power and pointing out to other nations and countries who are not that fortunate than our capitalistic country. Within the last years, it became very obvious to me that you, as a president of this huge, wonderful country, was not blessed with a very smart or sophisticated education. Because while you was pointing out and criticizing our first black president, Barack Obama, and all his mistakes he made, etc., etc., yourself was not even willing to show your school and high school reports, but like it is your way to get rid of people who don't play your ball game. You even have forbidden those institutions to handling out your school reports. By now I do see and understand the why. Because you are a businessman who have filed 5 times minimum bankruptcy when you have built your imperium for you and your family. Before you became President of the United States, you have used exactly those people you have called stupid, dumb, uneducated, and even worse, for building your hotels, homes, and real estate assets. You even stopped paying some of your chosen companies and employees by saying they have done a bad job, therefore you just don't pay them. No negotiating, just don't pay them. Well, this is just another sign of your bad moral character, and do not show any honest behavior in your past. Many more things I could have mentioned here, like the way you treat our free press, and with them those reporters who are asking you questions, but you don't like to answer them because they make yourself uncomfortable when you are being pushed to give thoughtful answers. When this crisis started back last year in China, and you were asked about your opinion on it, and you was the one who called it a very bad thing, but also a hoax, then you was aware of that this outbreak has arrived United States. But even with the first 10 cases of death and some infection in Washington State and also in California, Los Angeles, and thereafter in New York and closer surroundings, you still called it just a flu. Just a regular flu outbreak, and you stated we all are just fine. Then you came out and made a statement to closing the airports out for incoming China travels. And thereafter, it was almost a constant vice president appearing, and then it just exploded actually on cases, and people were acting when you are willing, and was asking when you are willing to close out all flights for in and out. Hereby, everyone was wondering why it took you so long to shut down the Great Britain flights, why by then they had their incidents on their own, as well as Italy, Spain, Germany, Canada, and so on. Your response was not fluent, neither fast and quick like you always mention then, and still now to this very recent day of the 24th of April 2020. You claimed in end of February from weeks to week to bring masks, ventilators and other equipment out to the medical staff, hospitals and other needed sections of those needed tools. You said there will be coming out millions and millions, but there was nothing. It took some more weeks. But week after week, and you couldn't keep your promises to the states who were affected the most. I don't have to mention here which states I am talking about, and it became very clear to me that those states who had to mainly begging you for those equipment were states with mostly Democratic governors. There were mostly Democratic governors and Democratic populations. Do you think, Mr. President, that I am the only person here in this country who has seen and becoming aware of your political unfair war games with those governors or mayors? Do you really think that the most American population are just dumb, uneducated, and incompetent citizens who don't see farther than from their toe to their head? And you and your closest buddies who are being used by you as your marionettes are just there with you because they are really believe in your own politics or are scared of being fired for one or the other reason? You took very quickly all our rights away, Mr. President, which include the rights of our children for education, graduations, and freedom of expressing themselves. The numbers you do provide for an epidemic and a later worldwide pandemic are not justified this worldwide lockdown in any country. You even give uneducated advice to the population to take a malaria treatment without the study of the benefits for this virus, which are provenly wrong now. But you do not allow any other biologist, virologist, doctor, professors of our and other nations to bring out their concerns and their studies they have made over those last few months and weeks. You are so uneducated and without any medical background and whatsoever to tell people on social media to get a disinfection injection. Are you serious, Mr. President? But knowing you have no clue of what you are talking about, You come out today, all of a sudden, and you are now trying to set your saying straight by claiming it was just an ironic meant statement to the also stupid press. Where, Mr. President, even a blind chicken could find and see this lost piece of corn in your ridiculous attempt to redirect your very dumb words and advice like of a three-classler to inject some disinfection into our bodies or our lungs. People are now very upset and concerned about your next steps and how it will work out for all citizens in our country or elsewhere, because nothing makes really sense anymore, but lead more and more into the direction you take private assets, stocks, bonds, real estates, and bank accounts away from hard-working people to cover the mistakes from every nation and the debts they are in, to get rid of those with the not even voluntary help of all the citizens, to get this messed up economy back on track. And I know you have all the rights as a president to take everything away from every single United States citizen if they like it or not. I guess, Mr. President, by the time people will realize around the globe what the agenda of those countries and their leaders and your agenda is as a leading head, it will be too late then, and you and others just going to confiscate everyone's assets and close bank accounts, while you then will step out of the darkness and provide, like the hero of our nation, stolen food, water, and other essential necessities to let us think you and your government bodies are our lifesavers. This was my personal message to our president, and I hope, he will receive it, or he will receive more like my statement made here in this video clip for him and for his buddies up there at the governments who still have enough food, who still have enough medications, who still have enough from everything, while a lot of people around the world and in our country already suffering from withdrawal of food, water, milk, and any other necessities which are important for each one of us to survive. So I hope, my friends, you all share this video clip and you see the reason why I made that. Thank you for coming. You all stay safe. God bless you. This is your God you believe in. I hope you know the belief I have in the power of the universe and in the good of the people will make everything turn around. And we are the strong ones. We are the people. We are the people. And our amendments, they still mean a lot to us. Even nothing anymore to our president and their bodies. But it meant a lot to our citizens here in the United States, and also a lot to other countries around the globe. We are the one who have the power, not those people. You have a voice. You have to be able to speak up and tell what you don't like and go out. But by doing that, be very smart. Don't be dumb. Show them that we are much smarter as they think we are. With that said, I hope I see you soon, and you all stay safe and healthy, my friends. Make the right step. Make sure you have some assets left somewhere, that you don't count on them, and get everything what you have. And for those who don't have all this, I hope each one of us, of our nation here, will help each other to become one nation again. Thank you, my friends, for listening. You all stay safe. I love you all. Bye-bye.